Here is my outline. And the rehearsal times for the zoo speech. Okay. I have 3 people on FaceTime, and then I have 5 people right here. Okay. Thank you. Okay. All right, thank you everyone for joining me today. Let's get started. All right, be honest. I want to see a show of hands of how many of us went to the zoo and thought this place is so cool. Me too, right there with ya. I mean, how can you not? You're up close with all these animals you've probably never seen in real life. You're taking a bunch of pictures, eating some cool snacks, but what we haven't thought about is that most animals are lonely, stressed, and depressed. Now that I have done my research and dove deep into how zoos work and what's life like for these animals, the concept of a zoo is honestly disturbing. Today, I want to talk about why zoos aren't what they seem. They harm animals, are set up for failure. There's better options, why excuses for keeping zoos open don't hold up anymore. Okay. Let's begin with the most obvious thing. The animals are suffering. If you have been lucky enough to not witness this in person, I'm sure we've all have seen videos online of animals showing weird behavior, such as lions pacing nonstop, bears rocking back and forth, and birds plucking their feathers out. You might see this and think they're being silly, but it's not normal behavior. The term for this is zoochosis. It's super common in captivity, and it's caused by living in a stressful environment. Okay. So, Alexander Laybourne from the World Animal Foundation has done research in 2023 on zoo animals suffering of mental distress because of captivity and being disconnected from their instincts and natural habitats. But the issue goes deeper than just cramped cages. Some zoos euthanize healthy animals just because they aren't useful anymore. Laybourne explains, when zoos breed too many animals, they're either killed or sold into the exotic pet trade. That's not conservation. That's business. One of the worst parts, zoos use sedatives and antipsychotic meds to make animals display ready, because a pacing lion isn't good for business. Good. That's the point of my speech. So, if zoos aren't protecting species or treating them ethically, why are we still calling this entertainment? And the truth is, we don't have to. There are more humane options that still let us learn and appreciate animals without making them suffer. Also, I would like to mention zoos love to preach that they're saving endangered species, but a 2024 study by Anna Villarroya and her colleagues in the journal Animals says most zoo animals aren't endangered at all. They're just used to sell tickets. So let's talk about what we can do instead. Okay. There are amazing wildlife sanctuaries where animals that can't live in the wilds anymore can live in peace. A sanctuary has protected areas designated for the conservation and preservation of the habitats. The animals get a lot of land to roam freely and proper care. And you can see what a sanctuary looks like right over here. And for the educational part, we've got way better tools now. VR safaris, nature documentaries, and live camps of wild habitats. We can learn without putting animals on display. Yet, people will still say, zoos help connect kids with animals. Here's the thing, Bjorn Olafsson, writing for Sentient Media in 2023, shows that most zoo visitors don't leave with any more knowledge or empathy. They forget the facts in a day, since zoos don't teach us in a way that sticks. So, here's the takeaway. Animals in zoos are suffering, captivity hurts them mentally and physically, and we have better ethical options now. If we really care about animals, we need to stop supporting zoos, and we need to let these animals live the lives they were intended to. Thank you. Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah, I was just wondering, why can't they just like put animals back into the wild instead of a sanctuary? And I do understand that I've seen on TV that sanctuaries are great for when they have babies and they keep them and they put them back into the wilderness or the wild. So I don't understand, you know.
Okay, so, well, basically because they wouldn't survive, they won't know how to hunt or to avoid predators just because they've been in captivity for so long. So that's why sanctuaries are a good option, since they'll have some freedom while also still being cared for.
Okay. I'm never going to a zoo again.